Hey guys, Hades here. Today I decided we'd do a how-to with the tent, the Ozark Trail wall tent 10 by 12. I've seen some videos on it of people putting it up, but they didn't give step-by-step instructions. So I thought we'd try to do that today. Okay guys, step by step. So first thing we're going to do, take out all the poles and separate them. Okay, here's the instructions here. You'll have this when you get it, but I really went to go look online to set mine up just to watch someone do it. And there were a couple people who set it up, but no one gave specific directions. So if you see right here, right, some of your poles are going to be red, some are white, and some are yellow. The yellow are going to be the legs going down. The white is going to make the roof part, and the red ones go across three ways, across the very top and across both the sides. And we've got these separated over here, and we're going to start putting them together. First thing we're going to do is the very top with the red ones. Okay, this is going to be the very top, right? Just red on white on these pieces that go through it. So you got one end piece there, another end piece, and then two middle pieces. That's going to be the very top. Okay, now we've put the whites in one side. Then we're going to do the other side. All right, now we've got both sides starting to come together a little. Over here, we're going to connect all those other red ones, and over here. But we're going to start getting pieces that also connect to yellow. Okay, see? Now we're going to connect the rest of the reds. All along there, we'll have the whole top roof part done. Okay, now we just need the legs, but we can't do all the legs because the tent will be too high off the ground. So we're only going to do one side of the legs, and I guess it'll be this side here. Do one side of the legs, then we'll do the tarp before we do the other side of the legs. Okay, we've got one side of the legs done, the whole top part done. Yeah, we only have 4 more poles, but now it's time to get out the tarp. What you do with that, you decide which side is going to be the front. I'm going to have this side be the front. Excuse me. So then, basically we know the stove jack's going to go right here. It's been my easiest way to figure it out. When you unfold the tarp, find the stove jack, you know it goes here, then you figure out everything else about it. Okay, we unfolded it, and I know the stove jack's right there on that side. It's going to be right here. But we found the bottom, each of us found the bottom. We're going to drag it over. Okay, we mostly got that. We make sure our corners here are in the corner. This thing is on the center pole. And we're going to go back, make sure all of them are like that. Corners on the corner. This one's centered. That's centered. All right. Don't worry about that bottom part till we get the other poles up. But it's important this is centered because once you set up the other legs, you can't reach this. Okay, she's coming together. We got these other poles up. Now basically we're just going to pull this down. Yeah, I can't do this while holding this. Okay, this isn't exactly where we want it, but it's okay. It's pretty easy to move until the floor is in there. We're looking pretty good. We're just going to scoot it back over here, and then we're going to put the floor in. She's mostly set up. We just need to put the floor down. Yeah, that's something a lot of people don't like. It doesn't come with the floor. You got to get a floor. I mean, it comes with the floor, but it's not connected to the rest of it. Now, when you're opening up the floor, you find where the stove jack thing is, or the stove that unzips. You put the stove there. Just make sure you line it up with where the stove jack is. So that part right there is going to go right under here. Now, two of your poles are a little bent inward, and I didn't realize why until right now. They're bent a little inward to help you put the floor on a little easier. These two poles in the back. Last time I had them in the front. I don't know that it matters, but in the back I noticed why they're bent in a little, because it looks weird when you're setting it up. How on one side the poles are coming in a little. But that's to help you. Then later when you stake it down, you could just pull them out. But they're bent in a little to help you with the floor. First of all, show us how to do the floor over here. So there's one of these hooks on the wall, and then there's one on the floor. You're going to shove both of those into here. How you doing, Percival? Got it?
Yeah.
All right, now go do that side. We had already done the wall ones earlier when we were setting it up. And sometimes you got to move it out of the way, kind of. All right, and then we're going to leave it slanted like that until we get all of them done, and then we could push them back and stake them down. Although we can't stake them down tonight, but that's what you normally do. All right, we're going to do that. Turn the camera off and do that. We've also got Velcro here that you Velcro the floor to the wall, and we can't do a great job of it because that pole just won't go out. We can't stake it in because we're on concrete tonight. But there's also these things run along here that connect the wall. First of all, also, I said floor is most important.
Oh, it fell out.
Okay, but there's these things. Right.
You want me to put it in?
Velcro the poles. He's going to do that. And it's just going to be a little rough tonight. I'm just airing it out, and then while I'm airing it out, we thought we'd do another video tonight, or I thought I would. Okay. Couple more things. Okay, we got these pouches, right? You just clip them on. There you go. Put stuff in them. The floor would look better if we could pull it out. There's not a lot we could do. I keep pulling it out, it just slides back in. That side's doing a little better. This is mostly just to air it out, is why I set it up. And I thought I'd do a video on it because I couldn't find a video. There's also little battery powered lights that I will put out tonight because we're going to do another camping video. But since this is a how-to video, I'm just going to leave it. I've never done them yet. Here's the stove jack. Not using a stove today because we got electricity. And tonight I really want to check and see how warm it stays with this thing covered, because a lot of heat gets out of there. And what else, Percival?
Nothing else.
Okay, let's review it real quick. The main thing I don't like is the floor. Some people don't have a problem with it. I've seen several people online think it's fine. I don't. Critters, even when the floor's flat and looking better at the campground, critters can always just squeeze through it. I mean, you could place rocks around, whatever, but a mouse or a squirrel can squeeze through if they really wanted to. That's an issue I have with it. It's nice, solid, good floor. You got a place to unzip for the stove jack. I don't do that. I just leave it there because I've got a welding mat that I put on top, and it's worked fine, except for right there, which also wouldn't have mattered. I dropped a coal out of the fire when we were camping, and it took a while to find the gloves. I didn't want to pick it up with my bare hands. It took me a minute or two to find the gloves. It did nothing to the welding mat, but of course it was very hot and the heat seeped through. But that's on me. I should have kept the fire gloves closer. And you know, this will zip down. Also in the corner here, hold this. The corner here. Oh yeah. You can do this, but I think we need this. God damn it. Hook these together on both sides, and it'll kind of form a little bit of a lip, but it's still in the center. In the center, it doesn't, and so critters can get through there too. And you know, there's other ways to secure it, but critters can still get in. Of course, a bear could get in regardless of what you do. But I'm just saying, the floor, not a big fan of. Some people can do it much better. Right, the Velcro has already come off. But anyhow, that's it. That's how you put this together. I'm only doing this because I couldn't find a video on it. I found people putting it together, but not explaining it as they did it. This is for when you roll up the door, if you want the door open out there. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got something out of this video. Please give it a like if you did. Thanks so much. And subscribe too. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.